Calls to Little Rock 911 kept ringing and ringing when an Arkansas lawmaker collapsed near the state capitol.
It's the latest discovery after Fox 16 investigates found emergency calls about a plane crash were forced to be returned. Fox 16's Mitch McCoy went to the city for answers.
We're not identifying the lawmaker who's said to be doing well. Sources tell Fox 16 that Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. called the state rep who suffered that medical emergency to apologize for 911's delay, something the city has not confirmed to us. This, the latest known instance of calls left ringing and ringing. Imagine just waiting.
Nobody got through.
Arkansas State Representative Robin Lundstrom is the one waiting for help to answer. She called 911 from the Republican Party of Arkansas on 6th Street near the Capitol on Valentine's Day, when her colleague, another state representative,
I had a seizure, which was pretty scary to see a nice, strapping young man just go down.
Other lawmakers then started to dial 911, so she hung up.
When I didn't get a response, I thought, well, it's tied up, it's not responding. I don't know quite what else to do.
She says no one could get through, and minutes after hanging up, she had an incoming call.
Yes.
Hello, this is the 911 operator. Is there an emergency?
Yes, we have an emergency at the Republican Party headquarters. Okay.
A work assignment sheet obtained through the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act points to only one person dedicated to answering 911 calls during that shift. And when we told Representative Lundstrom what we found,
I would be very surprised, and that would be a very scary thing, considering the size of this city and the number of people coming in and out.
Mark this as another known instance of 911 calls left ringing. Last month, Fox 16 uncovered emergency calls had to be returned after a deadly plane crash. Fox 16 Investigates had questions. We emailed the 911 director and the mayor's office requesting an interview with both about the issue and a plan to tackle it. Only the 911 director was available.
Staffing has always been an issue prior to my arrival.
Little Rock Communications Director Joanna Green, who's been on the job since October 2021, says even though the work schedule shows one person assigned to answer calls on Valentine's Day, a second person was juggling between dispatch and call taker.
The worksheet does not tell you what position the individual was assigned to. The worksheet tells you who was on duty and their skill set.
Green says calls are answered in the order received, whether it's a crash or what happened at the Republican Party headquarters.
You have a room full of people and everybody is trying to call about the same incident, and we're all standing next to each other. So, I mean, that would be a practice that I think the public needs to reevaluate or kind of reconsider how they address approaching 911.
Green says the city could do more to educate people on how 911 works. In the meantime, the 911 center is authorized for 65 people, including its administration. Green says she's down half her workforce. They're down 32 people.
So one of the biggest changes we made was to make those 8-hour shifts to 12-hour shifts. So now we have more coverage. So if you imagine 8-hour shifts, there was probably one person or maybe no one assigned to call to phones or whatever the case. I mean, it could have been.
But you don't know that for a fact.
No. I'm just saying it just put holes in the shift.
While on paper, there are people assigned to answer calls, phones are at times left ringing. But to help with the staffing issues, Green said dispatchers and call takers just got a raise.
There was an increase for our department.
To help with the staffing issues, dispatchers and call takers just got a 3.5% raise, bringing the starting salary from $36,067 to $39,021.
Last time I spoke with HR, there was a salary study performed, and so we are comparable, if not the highest paid in this area.
We looked into that, but it's not what we found. North Little Rock pays nearly $4,000 more. Someone with no experience starts at $42,915.57. Pulaski County Sheriffs pay $42,355. Green says since the beginning, she's been trying to create some order within her department. And while staffing has always been an issue, operational improvements are on the way to help with workflow. How much time should the mayor and the citizens give you to get order of 911.
Can I ask how much time was given to my predecessors?
Back to the Republican Party building emergency, lawmakers resorted to another line for help.
Hello.
Hello, this is the 911 operator. Is there an emergency?
Yes, we could not get through to you. I did call the state capitol police.
Little Rock 911 falls under the mayor and board of directors.
They will have to say, wait a second, there's a serious problem here.
Something Representative Lundstrom believes they've also been getting complaints about.
And I hope they're working those problems out. I understand that they are.
It's a good point. When you call 911, never hang up. As mentioned, Little Rock is down half of its workforce. You see it here, 32 people. While it leads the way in vacancies, it's also the largest agency with 65 total positions. Now, North Little Rock has 29 total dispatchers and call takers. Its city council just approved a new position the other night, which is opening up this 6th slot. For Fox 16 Investigates, I'm Mitch McCoy.